हेलो एवरीवन। तो कैसे हो आप लोग? इन दिस वीडियो वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट अ इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन व्हिच इज आस्क्ड बाय डेलोइट इन द जावा बैकएंड इंटरव्यू। ओके, एंड द क्वेश्चन वाज हाउ बैंकिंग ट्रांजैक्शंस रियली वर्क। चलो इसे समझते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ अ एग्जांपल। ओके, लेट्स से यू गो टू एटीएम मशीन एंड पुट अ विड्रॉल रिक्वेस्ट ऑफ 5000 रुपीस। ओके, एंड इन योर अकाउंट यू हैव अ बैलेंस ऑफ 50000. Let's say the amount has been debited successfully from your account, but the cash dispense has not happened successfully. Okay, even after this incident, if you check your account balance after some time, you will find that your account balance is still 50,000 rupees. How the banking transaction is being managed? If we think what kind of code that has been written to cater this requirement, okay, so there might be some method called withdraw, okay, which is accepting the account ID and the amount, okay, and it will be having two different methods. First one is the debit, which will be debit the actual amount from user's account, and there is another method called dispense cash, which is responsible for dispensing the cash from the ATM machine, right? The same amount. What is the problem with this code? Okay, if debit method has been executed successfully, in that case the amount will be debited from the user's account and user will be having 45,000 in his account, right? But the dispense cash method failed, so your user has not received the cash, which is kind of unfair to the user, right? So how we can ensure either both of the methods get executed successfully or none of the methods inside the withdraw method gets executed? Okay, so in Spring Boot, we have something called @transactional annotation. Okay, so we can put this annotation either on method level or on class level. Okay, when you put this @transactional annotation on your method, this tells basically Spring to run your method under a transaction. Okay, so in that say, if any exception occurs while calling the dispense cash method, right, in that case it will go for rollback, right, and whatever the changes done by the debit method, it will also roll back that change. So in this scenario, even if dispense cash method fails, user will have the original amount, that is 50,000 rupees in his account, right? No amount will get debited because whatever the changes made by the execution of debit method, that will get rolled back. Okay, so if I define this @transactional in one line, so I can say whatever the operations you are doing inside the withdraw method, either all of the operations will happen successfully or none of the operations will happen. Okay, now few things you need to take care of while using @transactional annotation. The first thing is, whenever you are applying @transactional annotation on a particular method, that method should not be private. Second thing you need to take care of, that whatever the rollback happens by @transactional annotation, okay, that rollback happens for runtime exception. So if your method is throwing runtime exception, then only it will do the rollback. So that is the default nature of @transactional annotation. However, if you want to perform rollback for the checked exception or compile time exceptions as well, you can do it, and it's completely configurable in the Spring Boot application. So